moved to the west front of the Capitol, and President Reagan faced the Washington Monument.
After Reagan's presidential reign, the Berlin Wall came down in 1989, and the Cold War ended. However, instead of greater freedom, nations around the world found their governments becoming more repressive. Terrorism became the new foe, and the United States and other Western governments pledged to fight this new enemy at all cost. That included taking away all God-given rights from the people in order to bring about supposed peace and safety. In America and elsewhere, many noted that the government knew about the terrorist attacks in advance, but failed to stop them. In fact, it is now painfully obvious that the government allowed these attacks to occur. Unfortunately, the American people find themselves in the same situation and making the same mistake that the Southern people made before the war between the states. In the 1800s, the South, like the North, had Jesuit-controlled Freemasons and coadjutors in key religious, political, and military positions. Many newspapers were also under Rome's control. These men and media outlets created the agitation towards war. As the slave issue escalated, pushing the South towards secession, the Southern people fully expected God to be on their side. However, like America today, the people of the South failed to understand they were not on God's side. The South did not practice biblically sanctioned slavery. The Bible authorizes two types of slavery: a voluntary servitude to pay off debt, and slavery as a result of war. The South did not practice these types of slavery. The South practiced man-stealing or kidnapping for profit. Exodus 21:16 clearly states, "And he that stealeth a man, and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death." For their sin and refusal to repent of man-stealing, the South reaped a harvest of death and destruction. Likewise, America today is finding itself in the same situation. Instead of asking God why He did not protect them from the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001, Americans were easily manipulated with pride and cried out for vengeance against a foreign enemy. A vengeance that brought multi-billion-dollar profits to the death industries by promoting endless war. Instead of asking God what they had done to offend Him and lose their blessed state, the American people are seeking answers and solutions from politicians, false prophets, and economic wizards. For the most part, the American people do not see a correlation between turning their backs on the God of the Bible and the disasters that have come down upon them.